This is crazy. Drivers are deciding to not get car insurance, guys. This is nuts. Do not do this. This is beyond crazy. Yes, you heard me right. They're deciding not to get car insurance. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. We're gonna jump into it and talk about why drivers are deciding to do this. This is nuts. This is something that you guys need to listen to because this is showing you all the red flags. That's right, all the red flags that I've been talking about over and over and over. And that's right, everybody's saying,
the economy is fine. Everything's okay.
and we're seeing news like this, guys. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel, guys. Make sure you check out in the description and in the pinned comment. I have a newsletter where I talk about real estate investing, financial news, and other great topics that will help you out. And it's free. You cannot beat that, guys. Click that link and join. But let's jump into this because this is nuts. Drivers are skipping car insurance after premium increases. Now, let's talk about this because we have been talking about how insurance is just creeping up on everything. It's just not car insurance. It's also house insurance or property insurance. All of these types of insurances are going up. Even health insurance is going up. I know, right? More drivers are going without auto insurance as inflation and higher premiums pressure their budgets. The number of households that have at least one insured vehicle increased to 5.7% in the first half of 2023 from 5.3% in the second half of 2022. Now, this is important, guys. It says the increase comes after auto insurance premiums grew at an unprecedented rate of 7.9% in 2022 and 5.9% in the first 6 months of this year, adding to a still high inflation that Americans are swallowing on everyday expenses. If that's the case, why? I thought the CPI report said we're at 3.9% or something like that. So I don't get it. How are these numbers matching up? I told you guys. I told you the inflation CPI report thing that the numbers don't make sense. It just, the math ain't mathing. How are we getting increases like this? And I'm going to show you some other math that will blow your mind. It's the good old accounting math that's going to make you think like, what? How are we 3-something% in inflation, but yet we're seeing prices like this? And this is what I'm talking about, guys, when I say you're on the floor, right? You're on the ground floor. You're going to the grocery store. You're going to buy the car. You're putting gasoline in your car. You're paying your utility bills. And you're seeing the numbers in dollars go up. And you're here to tell me that everything in the economy is doing good? You're here to tell me that you're trying to buy a home right now and everything's okay. There's no risk of me losing my job. There's no risk of anything going up. Matter of fact, everything's gonna go down. You know, your realtor sitting up here telling you,
hey, John, let's have a talk here. I just want you to know, don't worry about price, man. Don't worry about it, John. Guess what? Your prices are gonna go up on your house. And the refinance, it's going to go back to 3%. When? Next year, of course.
Oh, man, I hope I get my commission. Consumers are stretched thin after nearly drawing down all of their $2.1 trillion. Let's stop there. Did you guys hear what I said? Consumers are stretched thin after nearly drawing down all of their $2.1 trillion of pandemic-related savings. That's crazy.
What a time to be alive.
So what does that mean to you? That means it's about to get real. That's what it should mean to you. We already know we just hit 1 trillion in credit card debt. And now you're telling me all of the savings that everybody had from the 2.1 trillion in savings is pretty much gone? What do you think is going to happen? And I mean, I did tell you guys that this holiday season, it's going to be tough. Winter is coming and it's going to be tough, guys. I cannot stress this to you even more, that this is just showing you here. What are people going to do when they don't have their savings anymore? When the savings is gone, what are people doing? What are we starting to see that retailers are starting to complain about? I mean, what is the number one thing that retailers are complaining about? Theft.
You're a liar and a thief.
They're saying,
oh man, This is the most death we've ever seen.
Now, would you say, like, just work with me on this one, guys. Would you say that inflation being super high and people can't afford things and living paycheck to paycheck, people's savings being depleted would have any correlation to people out here stealing? Retailers telling individuals, yeah, theft is a really big thing right now. I'm telling you, you're starting to see these red flags go into an area where it just can't be denied. And then now I'm telling you, people are deciding risk their financial future by not getting car insurance. I cannot stress to you how bad of an idea this is for you to drive around with uninsured. Now, I didn't say an individual decided not to drive. I didn't say that. This is an individual who is deciding to drive and not have insurance. This is a horrible idea. This is financial death. You should not do this at all. Not only, like I said, is it irresponsible, right? It's irresponsible, but it's financial death. You get into a car accident and you're uninsured, the insurance company is going to chase you forever.
Don't do it. You'll regret it, man.
The cost of auto insurance jumped more than 19% year over year in August and rose 2.4% in July, according to the latest inflation data out this week. That far outpaced the overall inflation rate for the month. So you're telling me again that things are getting raised and they're higher than inflation rate that we're getting on these reports? Go figure. Premiums have gone up to cover rising claim costs associated with repairing and replacing damaged vehicles, medical care, and other expenses. In addition to inflation trends, the private passenger auto insurance sector is also experiencing several other trends, such as increased frequency, severity of claims costs, riskier driving behavior by the public, and cost of increase for medical hospital services, and outsized growth in lawsuits. See how there's this domino effect? This domino effect that's happening where not only do you have the cost of premiums going up, but then you have people driving different because of maybe they're being stressed, maybe they're having money problems. Then we have medical costs going up because inflation just pushes up medical costs. And if the hospitals have to fit the bill on people who are uninsured, then medical costs are going to add on, just like getting hit by an uninsured driver. It's going to overall inflate the cost, guys. And that's what we're starting to see. It's a domino effect. People come to my channel and they say to me, which it makes no sense,
Orlando, so what if I overpaid $20,000? I got the house that I wanted.
well, did you compound all of the overcosts that you're gonna pay? Inflation, increased premiums, increased insurance on your home, increased taxes. Did you add up all of that? What if you decide to buy a new car? Now that's increased. Have you added up all of those things so that $20,000 is not really $20,000, guys? It's not. It's not $20,000 when you lay it all. Now, you may think to yourself, which sounds absurd to me, Orlando, I'm only overpaying $20,000. What are we doing here? It's in the words. I'm overpaying $20,000. Your realtor is telling you,
Hey, man, if you want this house, you're gonna have to put in a bid $20,000 over.
everybody knows that you're paying $20,000 over, and everyone's benefiting for you paying $20,000 over, except you. Except you.
That don't make no sense.
And don't even get me started. We got student loans that are coming back on. There's just so much stuff happening, guys. We just saw that the auto workers are going on strike, so job stability is not there. I just want to show you guys this chart here. See this chart? The highest state level increases in uninsured drivers rates. Look at this, guys. South Dakota, change in uninsured, 106. New Hampshire, 7.9, 4.3, 84. West Virginia. Then you go all the way over 50%. Oregon, 47. Indiana, 36%. More increases could be on the way because so far, those higher premiums haven't been enough to cover claim costs. And we're gonna see insurance claims go up because of inflation. And then we're also gonna see premiums going up. I mean, at a certain point, it may be cheaper to Uber. It may be cheaper to catch a bus, ride a bike, horse and carriage. I don't know. But I can tell you this. Guys. Driving without insurance because it costs too much, that's not where it's at. That is not where it's at, guys. That is, once again, something that financially you may not be able to come from. It may take you 7 to 10 years to get out of a situation like that. And like I've always said, it's irresponsible to do that. It just is, guys. And a lot of you guys are trying to buy a home. A lot of you guys are telling me, Orlando, I'm ready to buy. I'm ready to buy. And if there's a quick way of destroying your chances at buying a piece of property, let it be investment, let it be your first home, whatever. It's getting into a situation where you're driving without insurance. If you put yourself in that situation and then you come to me and say, Orlando, I was driving without insurance because I just couldn't afford it. How can I buy a house? It's a wrap. It's a wrap, man.
You are one pathetic loser.
What can you do? Credit's going to be destroyed. Insurance company, Geico's going to be chasing you. You're going to have the lizard chasing you. Do you want that? Do you want the lizard to be chasing you? You don't want that. You don't want that, guys. You want Jake from State Farm chasing you, calling you all the time? You don't want that, guys. So as always, I hope you got value out of this content. And hopefully you don't do anything like this. If you know someone who's doing this, please tell them, do not do this craziness. But we all know you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video over here. It will help you understand what's going on in the housing market, financial news, get into your first rental property, and I promise you the information you will get from that video will be gold. See you in the next one. Thanks.